Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm from Mapmaker, and I wanted to give my 2 cents on trauma. Okay, so buckle up because here we go. I know that many people have a response, it's a reaction to the word trauma, and I want to make sure that we kind of discuss the 4 kinds. And when we are talking about trauma and how everyone is traumatized, I think the problem is how people are applying the word. So let me kind of help break it down. It is not only about end of the world, once in a lifetime events that cause trauma. Trauma itself is an emotional reaction to an experience that is negative or overwhelming to the system. So basically, it's a situation or environment that impacts and leaves an impact. I'm going to read the definition because I am not going to get in trouble later. So trauma itself, okay? It's an emotional response to a distressing event that overwhelms one individual's their, not yours, their individual ability to cope, causing feelings of helplessness and diminishing their sense of self and ability to feel the full range of emotions and experiences. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the 4. Okay, so we have trauma. Okay, we're gonna expand on 4. Okay, so we have acute. Okay, that's one single instance happening, like a car crash, natural like disaster, tornado. It can be an awful death in the family that a person witnessed themselves. Okay. That second one, chronic. Okay. So this is from repeated and prolonged exposure to highly stressful events. For example, domestic abuse, verbal and physical and emotional all count. Okay, all 3. Okay. Complex, COMPLEX, trauma, okay? This one is exposure to a varied and multiple traumatic events, often invasive and interpersonal. So the complex trauma for my deaf and hard of hearing kids. Thanksgiving dinner where no one is signing and you just gotta tell them that you'll tell them later, or you have one person signing basic ASL. That's traumatic. You are being forced to sit at a table where no one is communicating with you. You're basically being forced to sit and let yourself be ignored. Okay? It's complex. This last one, developmental trauma. Okay, and here's where we lose a lot of people. But this type of trauma occurs during critical developmental periods, okay? And it affects the formation. It affects the formation of secure attachments and healthy development. Okay, there's 4. So we're not gonna keep with this like narrative that, we are comparing traumas and we are comparing who had it worse. That's not the conversation that is occurring. The conversation that occurring is, hey, we want to do better for our kids. We want to do better for our students. We want to do better for ourselves, especially now that we know we are not broken. We don't want these kids to feel 1 minute of the feeling of broken, the feeling of alone, the feeling of wrong, the feeling of not human. A lot of us have. I don't want, and I refuse to accept that it's a normal for her.